What up, YouTube? Ed, WeskerGriff, coming back with a PSA grade and reveal video. Only going to be showing off two slabs today. They were both in an economy service from JT, Triple Crown. So I'll leave the link down below for the grading group up on Facebook with Mike O and JT. So overall, this was the first economy submission I ever got in. I don't think PSA is still doing economy submissions until further notice. But the reason that both of these cards went into the economy is because they were both Pokemon cards. They were trading card game cards. And I rarely send in any Pokemon cards. And this was before Pokemon kind of exploded. I would say this was before Logan Paul started showing Pokemon cards up on his channel. That's kind of been a huge explosion to the Pokemon market, with Logan Paul being a kind of social influencer for Pokemon. But if you guys don't know, I think I'm one of the only people in the community that collected Pokemon cards as a kid when it initially came out. So the Pokemon cards came out in 1999 and I was around 9 to 10 years old. And I remember going to the local card shop and specifically getting Pokemon cards. And all the kids in the neighborhood we were all going through a Pokemon craze. And it's really something to see how much Pokemon has exploded. And a lot of the kids in the neighborhood, you know, a lot of people I grew up with, not all of us, but a huge majority of us got rid of our collections. And I did not get rid of my collection. I kept it. But we played with our Pokemon cards. We played the game. We took the cards everywhere. We brought them to school. Show and tell, you know, recess in the schoolyard. We took these cards everywhere. So the condition on my collection, you know, it's played with. There's not one card in my collection that's really in a mint or gem mint condition. And one of the only Pokemon cards that I sent in prior to this was my Charizard. So I have the 1999 Pokemon game Charizard Holo. Not the first edition, because let's be real, kids back in 1999 did not buy first edition packs. First edition packs were double the price of a regular pack. So most of the kids in my neighborhood, we all bought regular packs. We didn't buy the first edition packs, because why buy a first edition pack when you can get two regular packs for the same price? And this one came back an excellent 5, and I sent this in years ago, as you can tell by the old PSA hologram at the top there. It's not even in the lighthouse holder. But this card's in rough shape. There's scratches all over the surface, and these cards are condition sensitive. It's actually decently well centered. As you can see on the back, all right here in the center, there's all stains on the card, some like dirt stains, probably because it was sitting in my backpack during school, while I was in grade school and everything, and in my folder, everything. So yeah, a lot of fun memories with this card. It's a card that I wanted to get slabbed just to protect it, but it's a card that'll probably stay in my collection probably forever. Just because of the memories associated with the card. And like I said, it's pretty wild to see a card of this magnitude just be so super expensive in a gem mint example. I know it's not the first edition, but still, this card, if it was gem mint, just to see how expensive it is, and just to see people like investors or speculators just picking up these cards, it's really it's kind of wild to say. So I kind of maybe that's how older people in the community feel when they see some vintage cards that they grew up you know, collecting and playing with. Maybe that's kind of the feeling that they have towards those cards. But for me, it's kind of a strange feeling. So it's pretty funny to see, but interesting at the same time. But now let's finally get on to the submission, because I've just been talking about kind of my collecting history with Pokemon and where I was at. But these are the two cards that I sent in. These actually graded pretty well. I was downright shocked, but these were two cards that I didn't really play with much. So this is the 1999 Pokemon Jungle. This is the Mr. Mime Holo. It came back a near mint to mint 8, which, I mean, I was shocked at the grade it got. I told JT when he told me I got an 8, and he was like, "Is that what you were looking for?" I'm like, "JT, I'm surprised it got that, because I thought it would definitely get a lot lower." But Mr. Mime was not a card I really used too much. It was kind of a card that just got thrown into the binder and was never taken to school. It was never used at recess, because he was kind of always considered, I guess, a strange character, a strange Pokemon. But he had a pretty decent role in the movie, I think. So I think time has changed on Mr. Mime. But kind of a neat card. And then this other card here is from 1999 Pokemon Jungle. Now, this one's a first edition, and I have very, very, very few first editions in my Pokemon collection. And I think, if I remember correctly, the way I got this card was, I actually got this card from one of my friends who wanted to get rid of their Pokemon collection because they just didn't want it anymore. Because there was a period, I would say, probably when we turned teenagers, where Pokemon wasn't cool anymore and everyone wanted to get rid of their collection, but I was just like, hey, I'll take it. But this is from 1999 Pokemon Jungle. This is the first edition, near mint to mint 8 of Pikachu. So kind of the mascot of Pokemon. Yet again, I was completely shocked at the grade that this card got, but extremely, extremely happy that it got a near mint to mint 8. I don't think I've ever been more excited to get 2 8s than I was on these Pokemon cards. But the first edition, and the front looks great, but you turn on the back here and there's tons of white on the edges here. And I know Blue Jacket 66, I think he's one of the only, that I can recall, one of the only people in the community that is pretty passionate about Pokemon collecting with his son, and he was mentioning how the back of the cards are they scuff easily and they're very condition sensitive, which is true, because when you're playing the game and you're shuffling the cards and dealing the cards, it's they scrape easily. So very happy with that. So that was just my submission, just 2 cards. Turnaround on these cards were pretty quick. I forget offhand. I should have probably had that information readily available, but I think it was, I want to say it was under 60 business days. So pretty quick turnaround there from PSA. And JT, greatly, greatly appreciate you putting the submission together. And check out his grading group, guys, if you want to get in on PSA submissions. So that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys collect Pokemon or you played Pokemon back in the day, drop a comment down below. Be pretty interested to talk about that. But that's all I got for you. So have fun with the hobby, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.